Welcome to Dad Motive. Introduction. We are not doing music.
Yeah, no.
Because the wonderful people at YouTube decided to demonetize us for using non-monetizable music, i.e. royalty-free music.
Yeah, what's up with that, YouTube? Come on,
So,
just humble guys doing a humble job here.
as stubborn dumbasses that we can be sometimes, we are refusing to use any music at all. So this is our introduction to Dad Motive every week for you.
Damn straight.
Our beautiful mugs and a very subtle, almost screw you for taking our music away.
Yeah, and by the way, if anybody follows us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, if you guys can find us some non-monetizable, royalty-free music that you guys want us to use, send it our way. We'll check it out, and hell, we might use it.
Yes.
So send it to us.
No copyright issues, though, because the song we were using was royalty-free. Apparently, supposedly, apparently not, because now we've been demonetized. So, yeah. So if you got anything you want to send our way, we'll give it a listen, and we'll make a selection. And we will. It might be used in one, if not all, of our videos moving forward. But until then, we're going to be firm in the dirt here.
Damn straight.
No music.
Yeah.
Welcome to Dad Motive.
And we'll also give you a shout out for doing our music. Thank you.
Enjoy Dad Motive. Alrighty. Cheers.
Back to the dad, I guess. Dad Motive.
So no potluck this week?
No, we're not gonna. You know what? It's just a lot of work.
How it work to be that creative?
Yeah. How about you guys leave us some comments and be like, yo, you guys don't do that. I'm not subscribing. And then we'd be like, okay, but I don't see any of y'all doing that. So this week's episode.
Episode 5.
Episode 5.
Dad Motive.
Dad Motive.
What did you call it?
MALEntines.
MALEntines.
Oh, see what I did there? MALEntines. Male-tines. MALEntines. Yeah. So
it gets more clear when you explain it.
Yeah, that's the analogy. So MALEntines. That is the title for today's episode. This episode's going to be based off of Valentine's Day. I'm sure even you remember being in school and, all the teachers got all the kids in the classroom together and, for Valentine's Day, you guys would make cards and give them to all your friends and even some people you didn't really like so much, so to speak. Because I remember that, and that was 20 plus years ago. I don't know what
if you thought a girl was cute, and there was that awkwardness of having to approach her,
right,
and give her the Valentine.
It's like The Simpsons. I choose you.
And if you were bold enough to write in the Valentine that you think she's cute, that whatever, then it became
yeah. So why is it that in today's society, this generation's society, that we have a holiday specifically geared towards treating a woman right? Now, before any of y'all start jumping down my damn throat.
Well, we have to actually get comments and things first in order to get hate and all that stuff.
That's true. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Yeah. We're on all those. You could yell at us on any platform. YouTube.
Nonetheless, go.
Bunch of slackers. Valentine's holiday specifically geared towards treating a woman right. Now,
nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, no, not at all. As we've told you by every episode before that, we're both happily married, children, love our wives or significant other. But Valentine's is specifically engineered to let a man do all of the work for what reward? That's this most basic way I can put it. So I don't know whether anybody has actually looked up what Valentine's Day is truly about. And now there's also a lot of renditions as to what it is about. But the most clearest and ill-stated is about, I believe, Pope Gelasius the First, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, commenters. Banning love, banning union. And so Saint Valentine went above him and married in secret. He unified in secret to keep love and prosperity and unity and peace amongst the people. Now, if you don't believe me, you can look this up. It's in books, it's in history novels. Look it up, go check it out. But what we have to cater to our wives, or maybe to others, for a day of what? Spending money at the goddamn Walmart? WM? I didn't say that word. WM. Or the SS. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that. I didn't think about that one. Yeah, that was meant for a super S. That probably sounds a little bit better.
It's not just Valentine's Day though.
Yeah.
There's Mother's Day.
But we also have Father's Day, and that's why I dislike Valentine's Day.
I know, but I'm just saying, if you're combining it with the likes of Valentine's Day,
yeah,
then you get Mother's Day,
right?
Then you get birthday, then you get all this stuff, and that's not to say that men don't get Father's Day or a birthday or a Christmas or anything, but it's just holidays in general have seemed to have turned into, in today's world especially, all about the women.
Yeah.
And it defeats the purpose of equality. It defeats the purpose of living in a relationship in a world where there aren't so many traditional gender roles.
Yeah.
So apparently, according to the modern day feminist, which no secret, I think people can know that I don't agree with them, but the modern day feminist wants supposedly equality, and they don't want traditional gender roles.
Yeah.
They want women to be able to go out and earn the money, and men to be able to do things at home, and
equal pay,
and all these things. And well, okay, that's great. You then get holidays that you've now turned into the man catering to the woman.
Yeah.
Which goes back to
step one,
the traditional gender roles of the man makes the money, the woman stays home, and then the man initiates, the man makes the first move, the man caters, the man
orders the cake or the flowers,
waits on them hand and foot. The man does these things because the women are deemed the household princess. You know, they're
dainty.
They're dainty. They're damsels in distress. They're the people that you bow down to almost. And so, which is it?
Yeah, like, and that's the weird part about this episode is
at the most, and I don't want to, and somebody out there may be in a relationship where it is 50-50 or 100-100.
Yeah.
I like the 100-100, not 50-50.
That's a better way of putting it. Yeah.
Because it means both are giving 100% to the relationship.
That's a good way of putting it.
Where you may be in a relationship where it's 100 and 100, where it's even, where it's split, where it's down the middle, where it's fair, where it's all that stuff, and that's great. But not everybody does, and at the most, a man in a lot of relationships on Valentine's Day might get a card that says,
or a kiss on the cheek
that says "love you."
Yeah.
Okay, love you too, but
thanks.
Isn't that what every day's about?
Yeah.
And now I have to be the one to cook you dinner, and I have to be the one to buy you flowers, and I have to be the one to clean the house, and I have to be the one to do all this stuff. Well, what? And it's
Well, it's supposed to be equal.
not an attack on women because they do so much, especially as mothers.
Yeah.
Especially as mothers, but
I didn't have to push a baby out of my vagina.
yeah. But nonetheless, holidays have become this.
It's a bastardized.
This thing, and that's why Valentine's Day, especially, is to me is just another day.
Yeah. I mean, it's no different than when you wake up in the morning and you make coffee and you pour your wife or your girlfriend one, and here you go, honey. Good morning. Love you. You know, or before bed, give your significant other a kiss and I love you. We'll see you in the morning. Right? There's no difference. What, the day? There's 365 days in a year. You telling me one day makes all that difference? I don't think so. So what I'm getting out of this is the government bastardized a true saints holiday.
It's become a corporate holiday.
Yeah,
That's what it's become.
a corporate goddamn holiday. Figure that out. Oh wait,
The phrase
Christmas, Halloween.
The phrase corporate greeting cards.
Right.
It's become a corporate holiday where
It's shenanigans.
it's a reason for department stores and places to put up decorations and have these different sales and everything like that.
Right.
Just to sell decorations that go with it. And it really it's a day.
Yeah.
Christmas has become that way a little bit. Christmas, though, different than Valentine's Day, can be a month or a month and a half worth of stuff. So at least in that way, it's not just necessarily one day of decorations and stuff. But Valentine's Day especially is just like you're going to go to the store and buy all these heart-shaped things and these decorations or this or that for one day.
Right. See, like, this is what I hate about the corporate holiday stereotype. It is, we go to work how many days a year? You know, and some more than others too. Men and women, for that matter. Only to be told, oh, hey, it's Valentine's Day. Here's a card. Love you. Man, I work 6 days a week. I'm aware. Thanks for telling me that I, help pay the mortgage, car payments, whatever it is. And I know there's a lot of people out there that do all this stuff. Sure, there's a lot of people that don't. But the fact of the matter is, we've literally become enslaved to an ideal that doesn't make any sense. It's like when I'm watching those damn food videos and I'm calling them idiots because they don't know what the hell they're doing. We don't know what the hell we're doing. Figure it out. God, I hate Valentine's Day. Kids, Valentine's Day is not about telling people that you don't love, that you love them. Love is meant to come from the bottom of your heart. It's meant to build one another up. It's meant to show appreciation of another level. And that's not what Valentine's Day is. At all. Like, I told you I had some things to say today.
And that's why I'm just kind of letting you go.
MALEntines.
Love is one of, if not the greatest thing to experience.
Absolutely.
And that's why at the end of the day, and we've said this to each other off recording, but that's why at the end of the day, womanizers and people that sleep around and all this stuff, outwardly they'll make you believe that that's the way to live life.
Yeah.
But inward,
Yeah.
I guarantee that you and I as the example, that I guarantee you they look at you and me and go, that's what I want.
How do I get to that? every
so
day.
love is the greatest thing. So why does it take a corporate holiday for you to tell somebody that you love them?
Yeah.
And if all it takes is one day for you to show love to your significant other, to your family, to whoever, then I question the strength and validity of your relationship.
Yeah.
Because,
Or your emotion, for that matter.
Right.
Like,
Because
Jesus.
it should be an everyday type of thing where you don't go to bed angry, where at least once a day you tell your significant other that you love them,
Right.
that, you know, and all that stuff. And you do it however it works for you because of love languages and whatever else.
Yeah.
You know, physical touch, gifts, words of affirmation, whatever all the rest of them are. But every day, at least once, show love to the people around you.
Yeah.
Whether
Like,
it's friends and it's you know, taking them out and buying a beer, or it's your
Yeah.
wife and it's saying I love you or making them breakfast or whatever.
your dad.
Something once a day, every day, 365 days a year, every year, from the moment you meet till the moment you take your last breath,
Right.
should be showing people that you love them.
Yeah.
Because
That you're gonna fight. That you're gonna
unfortunately,
do
the world
this.
is also very short, and you can't predict whether or not you're going to wake up one day and that's going to be your last day.
Right.
So, say I love you to the people that matter.
Yeah. It's like that.
Because one day, before you realize it, either they or you will be gone.
Right.
And you'll look back going, the last thing I said to him was, excuse the language, but fuck you, or something.
Yeah.
And
I don't care about you.
I should have hugged him. I should have said I love you. I should have fist bumped and you know, gone out for a beer. I should have done whatever,
Right.
and I didn't.
You know, like.
And I can promise you that that's not a regret you want to live with.
No, I hear that, man.
So,
I hear that.
as sappy as it sounds, as and that's the other stigma around love too with men, is that showing that emotion is weakness. That's the other stigma, right? You show that emotion, you show those feelings, you show whatever. Oh, you're not a man. Oh, you're not this
Right.
man. How many times do you see it portrayed in a movie or a TV show, or you see, you know, read books or watch documentaries about certain people whose fathers didn't hug them or didn't love them because that would make them pussies.
Yeah, that's not manly. Right?
And I can tell you right now, no serial killer. No, and again, that's a whole different debate as to whether or not those types of people are either made or born.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
However, but nonetheless, no serial killer was ever formed because mommy and daddy loved them too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe rebellion.
So there's no amount of love you can give a child or a significant other that's going to be too smothering or too much.
Yeah, no. Like,
So
it's like, so there are specific levels for men to show a specific amount of emotion. You know, we are both fathers to boys. You know, he's got one, I got two. Never had a daughter, probably never will, because I'm done having kids. Two's enough. I was an only child. I found out.
two's enough.
Yeah, I figured out real fast why my mom only wanted one. Because two's a lot.
2 or 3 is what we're going to end up having.
I salute you, good sir, if you have 3. You are stronger than I
I
am.
talked to Carly the other day, and she's like, oh yeah, at the most we're gonna have 1 or 2 more. It's like, oh,
1 or 2, so she's gonna be like 3 or 4 in like 5 years.
because she's like, well, that's kind of what the joke I said. 'Cause she's like, oh, I don't want him to grow up. I want him to stay small. And then she goes, I bet that's what gets people is to have more kids, because then they want another small infant child, and so
Yeah, the wee babe.
How do you do it? You get pregnant again, and then it's just a vicious cycle. So I was like, oh really? So we're just gonna keep doing this then?
Right.
She's like,
I'm just gonna
no.
keep sleeping on the couch till 6 a.m. till
No,
8
one or two more. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yes. Yes, dear.
So yes, 2 or 3 is where I will probably end up.
Right? But so specific emotions for men. It's like for sons. And my dad, he was a hard ass, and he said I loved you, son, but it was not like an I love you, son. It was like a I love you, son. Like no emotion, no nothing. I got where he was coming from. That's all that mattered. But let's say you're a father with a daughter. Now, naturally, that is natural born love. That is your little girl. That is your princess. That makes perfect sense to me. But why can't men show that towards their sons or their fathers or, their homeboys? Right? It doesn't make sense. This is why Valentine's Day makes me angry. It's not a day of love does not exist. Love should be worldwide, world
Life
spread.
of love is what it should be.
Yeah. It should be lifelong. If you love somebody with the deepest content of your heart, you should be willing to fight, die, like straight up, ride or die.
Well, it's a mess because if you think about it, well, exactly, ride or die. Shout out to one of my favorite movie franchises, Fast and Furious. That was their go-to phrase.
Yep.
Sorry, am I allowed to say that kind of stuff?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Another company brand name there, so there you go. But that's one of another corporate holiday, Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Now, I love Thanksgiving because I love the food.
Oh my God, yeah.
So this is not trashing Thanksgiving because I love the food.
Right? Oh yeah. I
love
love family time at Thanksgiving.
If that kind of meal was like a weekly thing,
right?
I'd be 400 pounds, but
right.
I'd be happy.
That's all us blue collar people have though. It's like Thanksgiving and a good meal.
I know. And that's fine, but it's become corporate because what ends up happening, and it's not even that Thanksgiving is corporate, but it's that they put a corporate holiday right after it.
Yeah.
Like in the United States, where I'm from, is Black Friday.
Yeah.
And Black Friday is at midnight, the night of into the next morning of Thanksgiving. So of and after Thanksgiving. So you eat your family meal, you're so thankful, oh, I'm so appreciative, and then you go wait in line for 6 hours for stores to open, and what ends up happening is then you trample each other, and you push over each other to get that last PS5.
Yeah, right?
And all this stuff. And people have died because they've been trampled on.
I've seen that before, man. That's wild.
And it's so wild to see how 4 hours difference of being so appreciative and love needs to win out, enough of this divide in the world, and all this and that, to all of a sudden, screw you, I'm deserving of that game system.
Yeah.
And it's like, what happened to Thanksgiving and being thankful? And so it's like,
you know what, straight up, man, if I ever go to the States, and I swear to God I will do this, I'm gonna come down to your house for Thanksgiving dinner one year, and I'm just gonna hang out, or your mom and dad's house, and I'm gonna just hang out. And then midnight, I'm walking out the door, I'm going to a store, I'm lining up, and then as soon as I get to that door, I'm just gonna hold the door open for people. You'll be like, no, you first. I'm Canadian as you know the word.
Yeah.
What's up? This is love, man. Love you, bro. You get that PlayStation. Bring me one too.
They won't.
I know, right? Well, exactly, right? But that's
goes
what I'm
back
getting
to
at.
It goes back to the chivalry. You'll hold the door, but then they won't return anything. So
Figure it out.
Bring me one.
Yeah, no.
So
Yeah. MALEntines.
like even New Year's resolutions have become a corporate thing.
Yeah.
Where it's become kind of this stereotypical thing that you do, create these resolutions that within the first 48 hours of the new year,
Out the window.
So it's kind of like,
Right? Lose weight, quit smoking, exercise more, eat healthy. I'm telling you, man, 48 hours, right out the window.
yeah. So it's not just Valentine's Day. There's a number of them.
But I mean, we should straight up start a hashtag MALEntines Day. What's up?
Well, promote this video on our Instagram and you can hashtag that with hashtag MALEntines Day.
Hashtag MALEntines Day.
MALEntines Day.
Power to the man.
Valentine's Day.
Power to the male. even though we have no power anymore. Power us.
We don't though.
I know.
And
We literally have nothing.
people will say that's a controversial statement, but it's not. It's fact.
Right?
We don't have any power anymore. The modern day feminist wants not just equality, they want superiority.
Yeah.
The credibility of man is now out the window, because what made men credible was that they were the breadwinners, that they provided for the family and all this stuff. And now, if you make more money than a woman, you're a misogynist.
Right.
So
what happened?
we got no power, and I make jokes all the time at home. Like when Carly asks something, I go, "Yes, boss."
Yeah, right?
Because let's be real here.
Yeah.
She's the boss of the household. Like,
Women literally wear the pants all the time now.
like it's except for certain situations, and I always go back. Bill Burr's one of my favorite comedians.
Yeah.
I always go back to his stuff. He's hilarious. All of a sudden, there's no feminists and there's no equality and there's no this and that when the Titanic is sinking. Women and children on the lifeboats first.
Yeah, men.
As Bill Burr says in one of the bits, hostage situation. Who do the police negotiate for? Let the women and children go.
Yeah.
Where if somebody breaks in the house, you hear a noise out in the living room.
Yeah, it's
or
always
you're
the
from
man.
your bedroom. Who goes and investigates it?
Right.
The man.
Yeah.
And the man's got to report as he's being stabbed. Yes, he does have a knife.
Right.
You know,
Yes,
so-
I'm being hurt. Call
Yes,
police.
I'm being hurt. So it's.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
And it was funny on that basis. I was telling Caleb and Emma last night too, for that discussion. Anything happens to him, and we've kind of already said it ourselves, but anything happens to a man, and it's funny.
Yeah. Dude loses 4 teeth. Oh my god.
Like, heard a story, and it may have been again from Bill Burr too, but a few years, how many years ago, a woman cut her husband's penis off. See, this is why these videos are not for children. Cut his penis off and threw it in the garbage disposal and turned it on. And the world blew up on social media that it was hilarious. Everybody started calling him Stumpy and all these different things. And yeah, it was Bill Burr, because then Bill Burr said,
Oh my god.
Bill Burr then said if it were reversed and a man cut off a woman's breast, the world would grind to a halt.
Yeah.
The NFL,
Be a train wreck,
the
man.
NFL would wear effeminate colored headbands and have moments of silence and all these different things. But it happens to a man. It's funny. Like, and yet you wonder why there are men out there that make the statement that they no longer have power.
Yeah. Straight up, eh? Like, God almighty, man.
There was a thing,
Oh my
and there was a thing
Christ.
in 10 or so years ago. There was a thing right around the time Tiger Woods was having his affairs.
Oh yeah.
There was a thing in Time magazine, an article titled, "Why Do So Many Rich and Powerful Men Act Like Such Idiots?" And it was written by a woman. Am I the only one that gets the irony that it was written by a woman?
I ain't got nothing to say to that. Nothing nice anymore.
But yet, if you were to go, but if yet a man were to write an article about what women should expect in pregnancy,
Oh
or,
my
or
god.
anything like that,
Oh my god. Every bookstore in the world would be on fire.
yeah. Where does he get off? Oh,
Yeah.
you know, this and that. But a woman can write an article for Time magazine
Yeah.
about
Right.
how men handle having a penis, how men handle temptation, how men handle being like.
Hey, don't talk to us about something we already know.
How is that? How do you have credibility with that?
Yeah.
But that's the world we live in. Women can put context and editorialize what it's like to be a man.
Yeah,
Don't even get me started on transgender stuff. But what it's like to be a man, but a man can't even hint at what it might be like to be a woman. A man can't even suggest that motherhood, for example, isn't the most difficult job.
Yeah, no. I ain't saying that. I don't know. I want to be in that conversation. It's like, when are we building the bomb bunker? Because we're going to need one.
Yes. And on that statement, motherhood is a difficult job, but it's not the most difficult job.
No, so is fatherhood.
Yeah, but it's not the most difficult job.
Has a woman ever had to deal with being a man and dealing with a postpartum depressed wife and having a small child?
Amen.
And then he's got to work a full-time job because you know damn well the mother is off on sabbatical or prenatal leave or whatever the hell it is. Maternity leave. Like,
men have no power anymore. And that's a fact, because you
And-
also look at the resources for these things. When a child is born, the first thing they say to look out for is postpartum depression in the mom.
yeah,
But what about the dad?
Right.
The dad's going to have some form of something because life has changed.
yeah,
You know, you suffer a miscarriage. All the resources and all the websites and all the paperwork, it's all for the woman. How to support the woman, what the woman's going through, how to help the woman, how to this and that. What about the man?
Right.
He just lost a child. What about him?
It's like postpartum
Nothing.
depression for men.
Nothing.
It's like okay, so now think about this for a hot second, ladies. We go to work 8, 9, 10 hours a day, whatever it may be. We come home immediately. We're looking after the child because that's our job. You go to bed, you go have a bath, whatever it may be. And then we're left there to go, holy shit, there's not enough I can do to help. Holy hell, holy hell,
Amen.
holy hell. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? My wife's crying.
Because they don't
I
tell you
know how
that.
to
They
calm
don't
my
tell you
child.
that. They don't
Right.
tell you that.
Right?
All that happens, and this is the stress that I've dealt with in 3 months and stuff too, is that, okay, I'm going to do my job and I'm going to take the child. You go nap, you go take a shower, you go do whatever.
Yeah.
But there's only so much comforting I'm going to be able to do because he's hungry.
Right.
Because he wants his mom. Because this and that. So just hand him off. Here you go. What do I do now?
Yeah.
If he's sleeping, great. If he's, whatever. But
He's
the
hungry,
second he's
yeah,
hungry,
no.
it's like, holy shit.
Yeah,
What do
because
I
it's bonding time, man. We can't
It's
do that.
bonding time with mom. Oh, give him a bottle. Okay. Well,
It's not the same.
one, it's not the same, and two, you may not be there yet.
Yeah.
So it's feeding is bonding time with mom. He wants his mom.
Mm-hmm.
How many times do you hear dads, like Smurl that comes in here all the time, told me one time that when his child was small, child didn't want anything to do with him.
Yeah.
He wanted his mom.
Yeah.
It's bonding time with mom. But nobody tells dad how to handle it when he's now got the child.
Right.
And all due respect to my wife, to any mother out there, them included.
Yeah.
They don't do anything to help. They just, okay, here, I need to shower. Okay, here, do this so the mom can go do this. Okay, that's great, but now what do I do?
Yeah.
Especially when he starts crying inconsolably because he's hungry.
Yeah.
No amount of walking and swaying and being wrapped or sitting or laying or this or that
Anything.
or bouncing or whatever is going to console the child because they are hungry.
Yeah.
And it's bonding time with mom.
Yeah.
But nobody tells the dad, this is how to deal with that.
Right.
This is what you need to do.
Yeah, there's no
This is-
resources for us.
Nothing.
Like
Nothing.
it's well, you best either pull your head out or put your head in because you ain't really got any goddamn options. And that's literally what it is for them.
So,
Right? Like,
controversial or not, it's fact.
yeah.
Men no longer have the power.
Yeah, it's like so
But yet, women are still supposedly oppressed.
yeah, and so women fight for equality. Then why aren't things equal? Why are there no resources for men to go? I mean, I know plenty of single fathers. You know, like a couple had a baby and the woman didn't want to have the baby.
Passed away in childbirth.
Yeah, whatever it may be, and dad's got to take care of them. There's no resources for that.
Nope.
Look it up. Go ahead. Maybe in certain towns or jurisdictions, but globally, nothing. There's no helpline. There's no anything. There's no. It's total hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Like it's. I hate it. I really do, and I won't. I don't like to use that word lightly, but I do. I hate it. think it's stupid.
Modern day feminist movement is pointless.
It's shenanigans.
It's,
If you want equality, fine, you can have it. I
because
don't
it's
care.
not equality, it's superiority.
Yeah.
It's now.
Have you ever
it's now-
fought? Have you ever fought equality?
No.
Neither have I.
It's
Take
not-
it. It's yours.
Yeah. So now because it's now almost like it's a spiteful thing, where now it's like, now I want to be superior. Screw you, because I've felt oppressed for how long. So now I'm going to take the power and make you feel this way. It's like, no, that's not what feminism's about. That's not what equality is about.
Right.
If you want equality, fine, but equality means equality. It means we're on equal playing field.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you're now up here. It means we're here.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, and this is a topic for another day, but unfortunately, there's some situations with men and women where you're just not going to have that equality.
Of course not.
And that's just fact. With certain sports and certain whatever, it just is what it is. Doesn't mean women aren't capable.
No.
It just means that it's just not going to even out.
Exactly. Like I know lots of women who do men's jobs,
but there's a lot of
mechanics
but there's a lot of professions out there, a lot of jobs out there where if equality is what you really want, then you can have it because the playing field can and will or is or should be equal.
Right.
Some sports and things not so much and never will be. Sorry, ladies, that's just fact. But in a lot of professions, it can, should, and will be equal if you want equality.
Yeah.
But what a lot of these extreme feminists want is superiority.
Yeah. And it's like, it's no longer, like, I don't know where feminist groups get this information. Yes, I realize that men on majority make more money. That is because we work hard. We have a back to break.
Don't also ignore choice.
Yeah.
Because throughout history, up until recently, or even in some situations today, women choose the jobs more suited toward them. And they choose the jobs then that don't pay as much because the risk or whatever else is not as high.
Right.
So the men are going to be roofers.
Yeah.
The men are going to be welders on high-rise beams.
Miners.
Way up there. They're miners. They're doing these down and dirty, difficult jobs.
Right.
And even to this day, a lot of women, not all of them, a lot of women choose receptionist. They choose maybe bartender. They choose, to be in, to sit in an office.
Right.
They choose these things, and you can't ignore choice.
Yeah.
It's not oppression. It's choice. You
Yeah.
are choosing.
And it's personal choice. It's not global choice. It's not like everybody's making your decisions for you. We all have a freedom of speech, hence these videos. We all have a freedom of choice. I chose to cook. I love my job. I have a blast over it. I get to shoot the shit with this guy and his brother and all my great customers, man and woman alike. They're all cool people. They're all great folk. You can't expect that things will ever change if you don't let them.
You have to, and to go along with the corporate holidays, you want to know how what they want is superiority, not equality, is that we now live in a world where the modern day feminist wants things because of their gender.
Yeah.
So I want this person as president because they are a woman. I want this person to have this position because they are a woman.
Yeah.
I want this or that. Oh, really? Tell me their qualifications.
Yeah.
Tell me why they deserve it. Man or woman, doesn't matter. The best person for the job will
Is
get
the most
the job.
qualified. Yeah.
But tell me why they deserve it beyond their female reproductive parts. Sorry, but let's be real.
Yeah.
So if she deserves it, she'll get it, no matter man or woman. But she's got to deserve it. You've got to earn it. That's equality. You earn it, now you're on an equal playing field. But if you want things handed to you, It's not equality, it's superiority.
Yeah.
It's now, because I'm a woman, you are going to give me this.
I get
if
this.
you truly care, if you are truly care about equality for women, you will give me this.
Right.
It's not equality.
It's like sports for men. You know, if you don't see the top line in hockey or the best line in football, you just being the best line. No, they earned that. They earned those minutes on the ice or on the field. They earned it by being the best of the best. They were the top-notch choices, top of the rung on the ladder. They were the strongest, fastest, smartest thinking, quickest thinking. You know, my mom always looked at me and said, Gerald, there's always going to be someone faster, smarter, or stronger than you. Cool, I get that. That's awesome.
Sports is a difficult one to talk about because, again, you're not going to have equality in sports.
Yeah, no,
The
never.
facts are, at the end of the day,
But
we kind of discussed it yesterday a little bit too. Serena Williams, for example,
yeah,
the number one female tennis player in the world.
yeah,
So talented.
Right?
She kicked the shit out of me in tennis, 100%. She'd get beat in as close to straight sets, if you know anything about tennis, as close to straight sets as you can get by the 200th ranked man. That's just the way it is. The number one female hockey player would be embarrassed by a fourth line AHL grinder
yeah,
from the men.
right,
It's just the way it is.
yeah,
It's not that they aren't capable, it's not that they aren't fast, it's not that they aren't skilled or good.
yeah.
It's just that at the end of the day, that competition level is different with men.
Yeah,
And you're not gonna get that equality just because you're a woman. You want that equality like they want in hockey right now. Go out and prove to sponsors that you can bring in the revenue.
right,
It's all revenue based. Go out and prove that you can bring the eyeballs to your sport, and you will get that investment. You will get that. Otherwise, the men have more eyeballs on a nightly basis
yeah,
than women do in their sports on a yearly basis. And that's just fact. That's numbers. That's statistics. That's not opinion. So go out and increase that revenue, increase those eyeballs, and you'll make more money and you'll earn more this and whatever that. But so sports is different, but it's just men just don't have the power anymore.
no, yeah, no, we have nothing. Well, you guys, y'all ladies wanted us at the bottom of the rung. Here we are. I don't think we can go any lower.
Not unless you actually kill us and
I-
put us 6 feet.
Yeah, I mean,
Otherwise,
like, I
it's-
know I've heard a lot of women say, you know, test tube babies.
You still got to get
I don't.
the
Yeah,
male seed from somewhere.
yeah, they're gonna keep like a just a few of us on hand just to breed with.
Like one of those sci-fi movies
Yeah.
where these creatures are tied up just for the sake of
It'll be like-
taking skin cells or something like that.
Did you ever see Body Snatchers when you were a kid?
I think maybe I can't.
Okay, no, okay, well, scratch that, not Body Snatchers. There'd be Man Snatchers. Whoa. You know, like, whoa. But yeah, so MALEntines Day, guys. This episode is basically just about what kind of BS this holiday is. Get out of here with your shenanigans. Quit teaching kids that crap. It's not what it's about. If you really, really cared, you would tell the person that you loved that you love them every day. That you care. Actions speak 1,000 words. I think I messed that up.
Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, what he said. So I was thinking of a picture that speaks 1,000. Yeah. Stop pussyfooting around. Take action. You know, men, be men. Women, if you want to be a manly lady, I salute you. You do what you need to do, ladies. I'm all for equality. I am not for inequality because I think that is some bullshit.
And we are living in a world of inequality now. Honestly, whether a lot of women won't like hearing this, but honestly, it's now reversed. And now women are now putting men down for the sake of their own superiority.
Right.
So it's now flipped.
It's not up until recent years that I've seen housing projects for abused men. Like, and this is just within the last 5, 6, 7 years, maybe. But it happens. And meanwhile, we're still supposed to take the lead. We're supposed to be the man that gets the flowers and, pays that $200 steak and lobster dinner. And
face rejection.
Yeah, rejection. Yeah, man, that's a killer.
If women,
right?
It honestly riles me up. If you want equality, then if you're dating, if you're doing something, and you want to try and go for a kiss, or you want to ask somebody out, or you want to do anything like that, then do it.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter who you are, man or woman. If the man wants to do it, then do it. Obviously within reason. Don't force yourself upon anybody.
We'll find you.
But do it. And the same goes for women. How many times do you, even when I was dating before I met my wife, did I hear after a date a girl text me and say, "I wanted to kiss you"?
Right? Oh my God!
I'm sitting there going, then why didn't you?
Dear God, right?
Like, why is it on me?
Yeah.
Why is it on me to put myself out there and face that rejection or that fear of rejection? Why didn't you try and kiss me, or why didn't you verbalize that that's what you wanted?
Right.
And then we can go from there. Why is it always on the man?
One step at a time. Like, I mean, we're not mind readers. I know some of y'all have heard that.
Contrary to what women want or believe, men aren't going to know things just simply because.
We're not.
I'm a movie TV buff, so I just draw those examples. There's an episode in Home Improvement back in the 90s where they were talking kind of about this idea, and Tim Taylor, or Tim Allen, and the actor, was holding up a stop sign, like a legitimate stop sign, and it said, "If this was made by a man, this is what it says: stop."
Yeah.
If it was made by a woman, and then he turns it around, and on the back side it says, "If you really knew me, you'd know what you're supposed to do right now."
Wow. Wow. I remember that episode too.
I love that.
Oh
I love that
God.
example because that is a prime example of today's world. Women like to put this unfair pressure on men to read minds, and then when they inevitably fail at that, get all pissed off because you don't really know me. Or
you should know why I'm angry.
You didn't catch this, or you didn't whatever. It's like, no, I'm not a mind reader.
I'm sorry, I wish I was, because it would make this a lot easier.
Yeah.
Like,
we just, it's just baffling. And even financially, we live in a world where men don't have the power.
No.
And again, same show.
Yeah.
It was such a good show.
I
love that show. Such a good show. Same show. The wife, Jill, goes out to open her own bank account with her own money because she found she now has a job.
Yeah.
And so Tim says, "Oh, great. Now the money I make at work in my bank account can be mine."
Yeah, no.
Uh-oh. Because then what Jill said was, "No, that's mine too." And then Tim goes, "Okay, so I can share your bank account as well?" No. And basically, in so many words, and I can't remember word for word what was said, but in so many words in that episode, Jill said, "No, what's mine is mine, but what's yours is ours."
Yeah.
How screwed up is that? So what's mine is mine. Screw you. It's mine.
Yeah.
But what's yours is ours.
Is also mine, basically.
Yeah, basically. In so many words, it's also mine.
Yeah. Right? So, like, talking about equality and Valentine's Day, man, this is just like, it's not even controversial. It's just stupid.
I get it depends on how you look at it in terms of equality and oppression and all this stuff, but I would argue that it's been decades since women have technically truly been oppressed.
Yeah.
Because for how long now have women, and which is why we live in the world today, with the examples we just talked about,
Yeah.
women have been, for how long now, on this pedestal.
Yeah.
Like, we should be bowing to them. We should be this and that because, oh my gosh. And it's like, no, like, if that's really how we are, whether they're out with working or at home, then why is there this never-ending movement for equality?
Right.
Yeah. Doesn't that mean from the get-go that women have the power?
Right.
If they're on this pedestal for whatever reason in society, that we bow to them, we cater to them, they're the queen, they're the princess, they're this and that. But yet they're oppressed and it's not equal, and men are horrible.
Yeah. It's unfair, is what it is, guys. It's completely unfair.
And then you get corporate holidays to bring it full circle and close things out. You get corporate holidays that just hammer that bullshit home of women have the power, bow to them, but screw the man. Like,
let's take a weigh-in here. Mother's Day. You know damn well Dad's gonna be in the doghouse. He didn't get them kids to call the mother, get them a card, bring them flowers, help him make breakfast for the bed. Father's Day?
I love my mother, but to this day, and it's kind of funny actually, but to this day, Owen or I do something, to this day, as 28 and 29-year-olds, her children do something, the first thing she does is she looks at my dad. Because Dad taught us these things, right? And he's just like, what did I do?
Yeah, it's not my fault.
And bring it full circle, close it out, because I'm going to start to get pissed and repeat myself.
So, so Mother's Day. You know damn well we're going to be in the doghouse if we don't do something for you. Father's Day. I'm waiting. I'm still waiting.
Where's
my kids never call me on Father's Day, man.
Where's breakfast in bed for you?
Hell no. Yeah. They bring us a McD's sandwich or something.
Where's the women out mowing the lawn?
Right.
On Father's Day. You name it. You name the things that men do for women on Mother's Day. Where is that on Father's Day?
Yeah.
Now, again, I love my wife and she does wonderful things for me, and I can't wait to celebrate Mother's Day and Father's Day for the first time in our house.
It's fun.
But I'm just saying here, like, traditionally and generally, the skewed nature of these corporate holidays, that Valentine's Day and Mother's Day is all the man bowing down and bending backwards for the woman. And then Father's Day rolls around. And again, corporate holidays where love and celebrating mothers and fathers should be a daily thing, not a one day a year thing.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, though, come Father's Day, where are you bending backwards for me?
Right.
It still comes down to I pushed the baby out of me, I carried the baby for 9 months, I this and that.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that, but where is my one day of celebration?
Right.
Where
and you want to know what most men get to? Go do whatever you want. That's literally what we get.
Yeah.
Go do whatever you want.
And then you don't spend home. But then if you do that, you don't spend time at home with them.
Then you're in the doghouse more.
Doghouse. So,
right. So what you're saying is I gotta sit at home, watch TV like I do 6 other days of the week, and good times all around. Power to the people, or power to the man, I suppose I should say. Woo!
The men have so much. You know what? I don't know what to do.
Right?
I don't know what to do. I'm feeling it in me. We just have too much power.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
what am I going to do with it all?
I think we should go to the gym and bench press 600 pounds.
I may as well give some to my wife and to other women because I just have too much.
Oh,
I'm
God.
going to be in the doghouse if Carly watches this.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. But it's worth it because I'm speaking facts. So,
Also the truth,
speaking
guys.
truth.
Right. Yeah, you know what? I'm done. This is shenanigans. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Find it. Figure it out. You guys don't start commenting, I'm gonna start yelling at people.
I wonder what it's going to take. How many times a week, how many times every week do we have to put it out there on our social media to gain followers? Put it out there on our YouTube to gain subscribers? Put it out there to gain viewers? Put it out there to gain somebody commenting and sharing stories and asking questions and engaging?
We should light something on fire.
I'm 75 episodes into my other podcast and I have yet to get anybody to engage.
Jesus.
Like, what's it gonna take?
Apparently we're not pretty enough. We're not Logan Paul. I know, right? I want to slap.
Don't even get
Oh
me
my
started
God.
on the Paul brothers, because that could be an episode in and of itself of just bitching and going off on the Paul
I know.
brothers.
Stupid
Anyway.
idiots. All right.
Anyway, whatever. We'll try again. YouTube, subscribe, notification bell. Okay. Comment, share your stories. We want to hear them. Men, fathers, what are your thoughts on all this? Instagram, Dad Motive Show. Follow. Hit the follow.
Yes.
Facebook,
God.
like. Okay, let's go here.
Yeah.
And if we start getting actually some traction and some engagement, we can actually genuinely start building the community.
And have a movement.
And maybe even have community events where we get men together, you know, at the park with their kids or this
Yeah,
and that, sharing a coffee and starting to do this. Let's go.
Like, hashtag MALEntines Day. Hashtag MALEntines Day.
Hashtag.
I don't even, where the hell did that even come from? Hashtag.
I don't know.
Who thought of that?
I don't know.
You're fired. Get up.
I'm not the biggest Jimmy Fallon fan, but have you seen his hashtag video that he does with Justin Timberlake?
No.
I'm not a big fan of either of them for many reasons, but it's a pretty funny video where they make fun of hashtags. So, hashtag MALEntines Day. Hashtag Dad Motive. Hashtag get to pull your heads out of your asses and actually start engaging with us.
Yeah, what's up, suckers?
Hashtag we're done. See you next week.
Yeah.
Dad Motive.
See ya.